Please remain standing and face the flag located on the north end of the stadium. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and join me for the performance of our national anthem by Class of 2025 candidate Daryl Bull. Good evening. Welcome to our 21st annual commencement.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a nuestra ceremonia de graduación anual. Assisting me in translation of this evening's welcome is graduating senior Jacqueline Rivera. Graduate candidates, join me in an expression of gratitude for those instrumental in supporting you earning this milestone. To our guest, thank you. We're here to celebrate not only our graduate candidates, but also the parents, family, and friends, including elementary, middle, and high school educators who have invested in the class of 2025. Our support staff, who have regularly worked quietly, humbly, and sometimes invisibly for all of these years, are also doing so tonight to make this celebration possible. That support staff includes the classified employees of Team Lucia Mar, who have helped prepare for this day and have provided us with a beautiful setting to celebrate these graduate candidates. I want to specifically thank the members of our Titan team that have volunteered to receive you at the gate, assist you with parking, and literally work behind the scenes. We get to do this because of you. At this time, we would like to begin the program by welcoming the district leadership of Team Lucia Mar.
En este momento vamos a comenzar el programa dándole la bienvenida a los líderes del equipo Lucia Mar.
Our Board of Trustees, President Colleen Martin, Clerk Donna Candell, Trustee Mike Fuller, Trustee Andrea Naomi Vernay, Trustee Eileen Pham, and Trustee D. Santos. Our Superintendent, Dr. Paul Fawcett, and members of our cabinet, including Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Mrs. Hillary Dixon, and Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Mr. Kurt Eichberger. Parents, family, neighbors, and friends, thank you for extending your trust to our extraordinary staff and outstanding teachers who are committed to supporting your children's growth and development from adolescence into adulthood. You sent your daughters and sons to our schools with the faith that our staff, in partnership with you and our entire community, would prepare your children for the future.
Padres, familiares, amigos y vecinos, gracias por extender su confianza a todo el personal y maestros que están comprometidos a apoyar en el crecimiento y el desarrollo de sus hijos de la adolescencia hacia la edad adulta. Ustedes han mandado a sus hijos a nuestra escuela con la confianza de que nuestro personal, junto con ustedes y con toda la comunidad, prepararía a sus hijos para el futuro.
Tonight, we celebrate a journey that didn't start 4 years ago, but 13 years ago in local kindergarten classrooms throughout our community. As parents, many of you have extended your trust to the elementary schools in the Nipomo community. Most of you entrusted Mesa Middle School, and all of you placed your faith in us here at Nipomo High School. Thank you for entrusting us with preparing your child for career, college, and community readiness. Tonight, we celebrate not only these candidates, but our entire community of Nipomo, including
Esta noche celebramos un viaje que no comenzó hace 4 años, sino 13 años en las aulas de jardín de infantes locales de toda nuestra comunidad. Como padres, han extendido su confianza a las escuelas primarias de la comunidad de Nipomo. La mayoría de ustedes confiaron en Mesa Middle School y todos depositaron su fe en nosotros aquí en Nipomo High School. Por eso estamos agradecidos. Además de estos candidatos, esta noche celebramos a todo nuestro pueblo de Nipomo, incluyendo
Dana Elementary Stallions, represented by Counselor Jennifer Mendez. Dorothea Lang Bobcats, represented by teacher Kate Cassidy and Julie Robertson and Megan Carlson. And Counselor Jess Hawley and Principal Spencer Finkel. Our Nipomo Elementary Tigers, represented by Principal Jennifer Elizondo and Parent Liaison Lizandra Rodriguez, teachers Elizabeth Harris, Michelle Case. And Mesa Middle School Hawks, represented by Assistant Principal Stephanie Lee. As you can tell, we're very proud of the public education we provide in the Lucia Mar Unified School District, and we are very proud of the students we serve. That pride is visible with the candidates seated before us this evening. Nipomo Titan Pride.
Estamos muy orgullosos de la educación pública que brindamos en el Distrito Escolar Unificado Lucia Mar, y estamos muy orgullosos de los estudiantes a los que servimos. Ese orgullo es visible con los candidatos sentados ante nosotros esta tarde. El orgullo de ser los Titans de Nipomo.
We are proud to celebrate our scholars that have met the requirements of the Lucia Mar Unified School District's highest academic achievement for valedictorian. These students who chose and excelled in the most rigorous coursework. Please join me in acknowledging the achievements of our valedictorians of the class of 2025. Zachary Lopez. Congratulations. Nora Reed. Caitlin Scott. Congratulations. Stephanie Spicer. Congratulations. And Cody Stiles. Congratulations, Cody. It is my pleasure to introduce tonight's MC, Class of 2025, Valedictorian and Associated Student Body President, Nora Reed.
Today, I also have the honor of introducing our class speakers. Please welcome this year's valedictorian speaker, Caitlin Scott.
Hello, everyone. My name is Caitlin Scott, and I'm truly honored to stand here today as one of your valedictorians for the class of 2025. If you told elementary school Caitlin she'd be giving a speech like this, she probably would have dropped her Lunchable and stared at you in disbelief. But here we are, after years of growing, learning, and overcoming challenges. We didn't just make it here, we earned it, and we didn't do it alone. We've each had our own path, our own struggles, and our own victories. But when I look at all of you, I realize that our time here wasn't just about what we achieved, it's about who we became together. I wouldn't be standing here today without the incredible people who shaped me along the way. To my family, you've been my foundation. Mom, you always made me believe I could do anything, no matter how hard it seemed. Dad, your strength and sacrifice has been my grounding force. Harper, my sister, you're the light in my life, always reminding me of the joy and love that's at the core of everything. To my mentors, Mr. Blair and Pastor Ralph, thank you for helping me discover my passion for teaching. You taught me that being a teacher isn't just about sharing knowledge. It's about showing up for others, believing in them, and helping them see the best in themselves. You gave me the courage to walk this path, and for that, I am forever grateful. To my friends, you've been my laughter and my light. Zach, thank you for your steady support and for making even the hardest days feel easier. And most importantly, to God, my anchor and my guide. Thank you for being with me through every moment, every high and every low. Your grace carried me when I couldn't carry myself, and your love gave me strength when I felt weak. Class, as we stand here today, I want to ask you to do something. Be here. Really, truly be here. So much of life is spent looking ahead, thinking about the next step, the next goal, the next chapter in our story. And while those things are important, today is a gift. Right now is a gift. Look around you. The people who've helped you get here, who've cheered you on, who've been there for you in your darkest moments, they're right here. Don't rush through it. This moment is fleeting. These people, this place, this chapter, these are the things that will stay with you long after today. As we look ahead to what's next, whether it's college, a job, the military, or something else, let's remember that the most important things in life aren't the grades or the awards. It's the people who've been by our side, helping us, loving us, and cheering us on. It's the moments that don't seem like a big deal at the time, but will become our most cherished memories. And when life gets hard, because it will, remember that you are not alone. You have the people who love you, the strength you've gained from your struggles, and a God who will never leave your side. Take comfort in that. Looking forward, I'm excited about what's to come. For me, that means becoming a teacher, someone who not only shares knowledge, but shows others they are capable just like I've been shown. But I know, no matter where each go, we are all capable of more than we realize, and we all have the power to make this world a little better, a little kinder, and a little stronger. Class of 2025, as we stand on the edge of this new chapter, let's remember the importance about being present. Thank you to everyone who has helped us get here. Thank you to our families, our teachers, our friends, and to God. Thank you for walking with us, believing in us, and helping us believe in ourselves. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm so proud of us. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. It's my pleasure to introduce our 2025 Senior Class President, Alana Cavazos.
We started off in elementary school reading picture books, and as we grew older, we moved on to chapter books. Now, as we are closing one chapter of our lives and turning the page to a new one, we take our first steps down diverging paths. Wow, those 13 years flew by. Years of waiting for this very moment turned into months. Months turned into weeks. Weeks turned into days. And days have now turned into hours and minutes, bringing us all to this exact moment. Hello, everyone. It is great to see so many faces here to celebrate the class of 2025. My name is Alana Cavazos, and I was given the honor to be this year's senior class president. I am so grateful to be able to speak to you all today and give a reflection of the past 4 amazing high school years. It's crazy to think about how fast we grew up without even realizing it. To think about all the laughter and friendships that we made within the high school walls since 2021. We thank the teachers who have guided and shaped us into who we are today. The growing up we did was beautiful. Even though the journey was full of dreams and disappointments, we are grateful for all the moments and all the people that brought us here. Starting with the two people I want to thank most, Mom and Dad. I stand up here today in hopes to make you proud and to know that everything I've done it all for you. Thank you for being here for me through the good and bad times. You never failed to put a smile on my face and made something that was near impossible possible. Thank you for never giving up on me, even though sometimes we didn't always agree. I appreciate you being tough on me and showing me the real world. Thank you to the rest of my beautiful, loving family for always showing the most support throughout my life. To every parent in the audience, I hope you acknowledge how much your child has done to get here, and that this means just as much to them as it does for you. Each and every one of us has a story to tell and dreams to accomplish. As we leave here today to start our new lives, whether that's college, going to work, trade schools, or even the military, just know you earned your spot. You did this. There are many people who don't get this opportunity, so live it up. Don't be afraid of what you're heading into, because the future isn't something we enter, it's something we create. With that being said, we did it, class of 2025.
Thank you, Alana. Please welcome Speaker at Large, Kyle Smeda.
About a year and a half ago, two buddies and I had gone on a cruise. On that very cruise, one of my buddies got hit on by a girl who he deemed to be not his type. In a true stroke of genius, in order to get her off his tail, he devised a plan. He would pretend he was already taken. The plan should have gone off without a hitch as he broke the news to her saying, "Sorry, I have a girlfriend." Without hesitation, I took the chance and blurted out, "He's lying." Let's just say that didn't work out for him and he resorted to his backup plan of running away. If somebody told me that I'd be speaking at graduation 2 years ago, I probably would have said the same thing. He's lying. Stepping out of your comfort zone is never easy, but I've learned that it's one of the best things you can do. Risk is exactly what makes life exciting and meaningful. Trying new things is daunting, and facing opportunities with steadfast conviction and purpose can seem impossible at times. While you're deciding to try and what to do, try to do the right thing, because to quote the brilliant Ted Lasso, doing the right thing is never the wrong thing. Today, let's look back to celebrate who we have become over the course of our school careers. All the happy, sad, life-changing, and even the mundane moments have shaped us into who we are, and most importantly, have led us to this moment, our graduation. Graduation comes from the Latin root gratis, which means step or a step climbed. We've taken so many steps forward together, but now our steps will take us along different paths. This is not just about a Latin root, though. It's a realization. This is our last gathering together, and for many of us, this is the last time we will see one another. For some of us, this is a bittersweet moment. Whatever it is to you, try to make the most of it. The great philosopher of our time, Kyle Smeda, says it perfectly. Life goes on, and you'll go with it. Be the great people I know every single one of you can become. As you try new things in the future, aim to get the person you used to be to say, "He's lying." Congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you, Kyle Smeda.
Thank you. Lastly, I would like to introduce this year's Teacher of the Year for Nipomo High School, who will be addressing the class of 2025, Mr. Clayton Carlson.
Good evening, Nipomo High School Titans. I feel very honored to be standing here in front of all of you. Congratulations, you've made it. I would also like to thank all of the family, friends, and the community of Nipomo that worked so hard to raise all these young men and women. In Nipomo, the saying, "It takes a village," truly resonates. As an ag mechanics teacher and an FFA advisor, I've had the privilege of connecting with students beyond the classroom. I am always in admiration of all the stories these students have. They date back to kindergarten for most of them and share fond memories of time spent in youth sports, family camping trips, hunting, fishing, church, drama, band, rodeo, showing at the fair and 4-H and FFA, and definitely not riding their dirt bikes, go-karts, golf carts, horses, or even Cub Cadet lawn tractors on public roads. Looking back on my own graduation, what I didn't realize that day was that high school was truly the foundation for the rest of my life. Yes, it's where you learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. And for those of you wondering, arithmetic is just a fancy word for math that has aged just about as well as all those portables you learned in right over there. In high school, you experience community through clubs, teamwork through athletics, communication through group projects, and practical skills through CTE. While your phone may have met its match in a Canvas death trap this year, you gained lasting friendships instead of followers. It is here that you build not just knowledge, but essential character and capabilities that will support you every step of your journey forward. Today, I want to share some knowledge and advice with all the graduates that I've learned during my time working with them in the shop, on the road to conferences and contests, and welding pipe right out there at the school farm. The first lesson I want to share with all of them is always measure twice and cut once. It's not just a catchy phrase that I yelled at you all for the past 4 years. It's a life philosophy. Whether you're going to be a master carpenter, serving our country, or just trying to assemble some cheap dorm room furniture, rushing that first cut is going to cost you. And unlike a 2x6 in the shop, you can't just throw a poor life choice into the scrap bin. My second lesson I have, for everyone in AgMech, hopefully you like this one. Forge relationships that are as strong as your welds. Many think welding is like hot glue. It's not. It's fusion. In AgMech, you learn this. The base metal melts with the electrode. Just as you join two separate pieces of metal into an unbreakable bond, life teaches us the immense value of building strong, lasting relationships. It requires heat, effort, and proper placement, but the resulting connection can withstand incredible pressure and time. The third lesson I have for you all, don't let your grass wilt. They say the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. But an old dairy farmer once told me that your pasture would be just as green if you took the time to water and fertilize it instead of worrying about your neighbor's lawn. Whatever you decide to do, you got to put your back into it. Nothing truly valuable grows without effort. Well, except weeds. And nobody wants a life choked out by weeds. So you need to cultivate your skills, work hard, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. The final lesson I have for you, well, they say don't judge a book by its cover. But trust me, you're still going to want to have a good-looking cover. Your first impression is the opening sentence of your story. And most people decide if they're going to keep reading that story based on that first line. So do me a favor. Go out and dress like you're showing the grand champion and not like you just cleaned its pen. Every interaction, every demeanor, every word spoken or withheld broadcasts who you are before you even introduce yourself. In short, and Titans, feel free to help me out with the end of this one, everything you say and do, don't say and don't do, is a reflection of you. Titan pride. Okay, we got a few. As you step off this field today, remember that your future paths, whether leading to the lecture halls of higher education, the workshops of skilled trades, or the honorable service of the armed forces, are all equally vital and commendable. Each journey, distinct in its challenges and rewards, contributes uniquely to the fabric of our society and the strength of our nation. Embrace your chosen direction with passion, dedication, and the unwavering belief in your own potential, knowing that wherever you go, you carry the spirit of the graduating class and the promise of a brighter tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Carlson. As a school, we are driven toward ensuring each graduate is equipped for career, educated for college, and empowered for community. As a class, this year's graduates of Nipomo High School have achieved the strongest academic achievement in our school's history. Over 77% of this year's graduating class have challenged themselves taking one or more college-level courses through advanced placement or dual enrollment. 71% have met the requirements to be considered prepared for college and career readiness by the state of California. And 56% demonstrated proficiency in college preparatory coursework that educates each graduate for complex and rigorous careers of the future. Over 62% completed a career technical education pathway that exposes and equips them for well-paying occupations that serve as the backbone of our regional economy. Class of 2025, thank you for accepting the challenge and demonstrating to yourselves and others what is possible when you have an unwavering belief in the potential of our community. I would like to take one last opportunity to highlight the academic accomplishments of our graduates. I ask that you please stand and be recognized if you are being awarded one of the 4 diploma seals awarded by the state of California for fulfilling the requirements of the Seal of Civic Engagement. The Seal of Biliteracy. Seal for California California Scholastic Federation. Golden State Seal of Merit. Please stand and be recognized if you completed one of the following career technical education pathway courses of study: public safety, professional theater, education, animal science, horticulture, patient care, floriculture, agricultural business, product innovation and design, digital media arts, agricultural mechanics, and agri-science. I ask that you please stand to be recognized if you fulfilled the requirements of Give Back 250. The Student Leadership Medal. AVID. The CSU UC A to G requirements. The California State Prepared Level criteria for college and career readiness. And completed 20 hours of community service. We have exceptional students, and we are proud of each and every one of you. Having served in the United States Marine Corps and being the son of a 26-year United States Air Force veteran, I have an appreciation for those who volunteer to serve our country. In attendance, for those of you who are in attendance and have served in our Veterans of the United States Armed Services, I ask that you please stand. Thank you for your service. Please Please join me in honoring our candidates that have committed to serve our country. Please stand if you are joining the United States Army. The U.S. Marine Corps. The U.S. Air Force. And the United States Coast Guard. Thank you for committing to serve our great country. Your commitment to preserving our democracy is one example of how our graduates are empowered for a community, as our high expectations of you are not just about grades and scores. At Nipomo High School, we're driven by a larger purpose of equipping, educating, and empowering each graduate for career, college, and community readiness. You each completed a rigorous course of study that prepares you for the challenges of any career you choose. Your perseverance and discipline is why we're celebrating your excellence this evening. You have proven that you can do hard things, and now the world is your oyster. Remember, regardless of where your journey takes you, everything you say and do, don't say and don't do, is a reflection of you, Titan pride. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of 2025. To assist with the announcing of our candidates' names, please welcome Ms. Kelsey Cajas, Mrs. Shannon Harase, assisted by Ms. Jessica Leek and Mrs. Kelly Shaw.
Wyatt Ackridge.
James Maddox.
Samantha Mia Aceves Gomez.
Andres Magallon.
Evelyn Aguilar Molina.
Katie Lynn Mapes.
Francia Valeria Aguirre Ruiz.
Bennett Markley.
Aaron Ayedo.
Brooke Marsden.
Olivia Maria Alarcon Juarez.
Brian Martinez Rojas.
Angel Fabian Almanza.
Thaddeus Amesqua.
Matthew Alvarado.
Nate Masalta.
Vanessa Adriana Alvarado Ramirez.
Samuel McGurk.
Jason Andrade Barajas.
Angela Carabantes Malena.
Cristo Andrade.
Sydney Veronica Mendoza.
Luis Fernando Arias.
Kaylani May Michelle Lee.
Jason Arredondo.
Ruby Melina Reyes.
Edwin Avila.
Anthony Montoy.
Phoenix Bashusha Baloo.
Hector Morales.
Ryan Barr.
Sophia Renee Morelos.
Zane Marin Barrios.
Manuel Salvador Moreno Ortega.
Joseph Zechariah Beach.
Quinn Mulvey.
Aiden Keith Benson.
Jeremiah Nadis.
Edwin Joseph Bill.
Christian Alexander Navarra Gijón.
Mason Bird.
Chris Andrew Nieves.
Hannah Elizabeth Bowling.
Achillian Noland.
Daryl John Boole.
Charles Robert Chase Nordwall.
Benjamin Burkhammer.
Delaney Joanna Nunez.
Jake Antonio Camacho.
Callahan Nunez.
Raimundo Campos Arevalo.
Mason William Nyback.
Violeta Maria Carbajal.
Bella Jean Omajandro.
Leslie Casillas.
Nevea Marie Ornelas.
Alana Monique Cavazos.
Ozzy Ortega.
Logan Cedarland.
Ethan Ortiz.
Martine Contreras Lopez.
Luz Nadia Ortiz Lopez.
Dylan Cook.
Danelli Fernanda Ortiz Delgado.
Damian Corona.
Julian Parcells.
Janet Cortez.
Rafael Paredes.
Adrian David Cortez Solis.
Katia Pedroza Quiros.
Roman Isaac Cuevas.
Brandon Perea Gonzalez.
Leonardo Curiel Vargas.
Alondra Perez.
Jerry Raymond Castro Cuyos.
Brandon Perez Rodriguez.
Luke Oliver Dale.
Isabel Pintor Cisneros.
Riley Marie Lynn Davis.
Jael Ramirez Cortez.
Anthony De Jesus.
Brian Ramirez Garcia.
Emberly Ava De La Vega.
Paulina Ramos Salas.
Ava Diane Depew.
Nora Eileen Reed.
Emily Madison Dodd.
Valerie Alessandra Reyes.
Aiden Dowd.
Celeste Reyes Lozano.
Shirley Duarte.
Jacqueline Rivera.
Kalia May Dyer.
Tioni Samantha Rivera Altamirano.
Sophia Irene Esparza Perez.
Miguel Angel Rivera Buenavente.
Jesus Estrada.
Isabella Christine Robinson.
Angel Ferreira.
Carlos Humberto Rodriguez.
Atlas Fortner.
Christian Romero Ortiz.
Aiden Fleming.
Elizabeth Grace Russell.
Indiga Soleil Galindo.
Sadie Isabella Salas.
Damon James Garcia.
Jaylene Guadalupe Salazar.
Jeanette Angela Garcia.
Leonardo Enrique Salgado.
Flor Lisbeth Hernandez Osorio.
Daniel Salto Rodriguez.
Alicia Garibay.
Isaiah Sanchez.
Adriana Gomez.
Rhiannon Lorraine Sanchez.
Josiah Gomez.
Dulce Maria Sanchez Espinoza.
Christian Gonzalez.
Adriana Marie Santana.
Francisco Gonzalez Silva.
Angel Saucedo Alcantar.
Vivian Goss.
Randy Saxon.
Luis Guevara Castillo.
Caitlin Schaefer.
Alondra Gastelum.
Eric M. Schubert.
Helen Guzman Gonzalez.
Caitlin Adora Scott.
Greta Heineke.
Shelby Lynn Scudder.
Agnes Michelle Herman.
Serena Mariah Cedillo.
Abel Emilio Hernandez.
Kaylin Riley Self.
Wednesday Guzman.
Jace Serrano.
April Hernandez.
Justin Seitz.
Joshua Amado Hernandez Barajas.
Daniela Silva.
Abraham Hernandez.
Maria Del Carmen Silva.
Brenda Brianna Herrera.
Matthew Martin Silva.
Dylan Jonathan Hill.
Isabella May Simonson.
Eddie Martin Hillier IV.
Haley R. Singer.
James William Hoosier.
Kyle Victor Smita.
Damian Ibarra.
Bridget Jeanette Soto.
Chad Isler.
Stephanie Grace Spicer.
Dakota Lynn Jacobs.
Cody Braden Stiles.
Janet Joanno.
Layla Julianne Straub.
Braden Kent.
Emiliano Toledo Mendez.
Tanner Korsberg.
Haley Torres Barajas.
Andres Leon.
Nadia Azul Uvias Alcantar.
Cynthia Adelina Leon.
Eliza Cordero Vargas.
Guillermo Liberato Suarez.
Javier Vasquez Vasquez.
Jesus Linares Alejo.
Leslie Sinai Vega.
Martin Junior Lopez.
Diosila Vega Salvador.
Zachary Lopez.
Bailey Ware.
Miguel Lopez Cruz.
Aiden Willis.
Graciela Lopez Morales.
Esteban Zambrano Martinez.
Riley Jade Luevino Baker.
Angel Ramon Zamora.
Noel Luna.
Juan Diego Zarate.
Grace Marin Mashala.
Thank you. Great job. Good evening, class of 2025. Before I invite our superintendent to make the official proclamation over this graduation ceremony, we request all spectators to remain in the stands and allow this graduating class to finish together. Please allow the last graduate to exit the field before joining them at your predetermined location. It is with great pleasure that I present Superintendent Dr. Paul Fawcett to make the official proclamation over this graduation ceremony.
Now I ask the class of 2025 to please stand. With the power given to me by the Governing Board of Trustees, I certify these students have met the graduation requirements of Lucia Moore Unified School District. As a symbol of your graduation, I invite you to move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, Nipomo High School Class of 2025!
Aye, mustard on the beat, Debo, any rap. He a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs. Tell him free, bro. Nella to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni? Trying to see Compton, the industry can hate me. For Marlene mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogie man, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some on him. Pull on him, extort, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.